What's up, you guys? It's Perry the Entertainer back again for another video, and since you guys loved the SmackDown spoilers episode that I posted last week, we're gonna keep it up on the desktop here. Let's see how it goes. Of course, like I said last week, I do have the iPod right here if things change at all, but I do want to start delivering more content to you guys since I feel that that is the way to, get exposure and then after that, we'll just go from there and everything. But I'm still here for you guys. I'm still here for, giving my thoughts and everything on the world of professional wrestling. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button down there. Thank you very much. Also, leave a like and let me know what you guys think about this week's SmackDown spoilers for July 18th, 2014. And let's get right down to business here. Of course, you can see right here in the trending story, CM Punk finally addresses his WWE departure. Yes, his profile was taken off of the WWE roster. He is now in the alumni section, kind of solidifying that he's not with the company anymore. Let me know what you guys think about that down there in the comments. SmackDown kicks off with Dean Ambrose in the ring. Already a huge up from last week. Because with you guys love Dean Ambrose, I'm sure I know I do too. So, he's pissed off and talks about Randy Orton, Kane, and Seth Rollins beating him down on Raw. Ambrose wants revenge tonight, so Ambrose is probably going to be in the main event tonight. Like having some continuity in the Raw thing, the Raw beatdown that he had. I kind of actually like the fact that they're keeping up the continuity here, and of course, I'm sure this is going to dwell into his match with Seth Rollins on Sunday. I'm glad this didn't turn out to be a heel turn for Ambrose. I think it's too early. I think it's too early in his character development to turn him heel right now, especially with him feuding with Seth Rollins right now. Kind of be pointless to turn him heel against Roman Reigns and John Cena. So I think I like how the opening looks, but of course we have to actually watch it on Friday. So we'll go from there. Alberto Del Rio defeats Kofi Kingston in probably a blow-off match. We all know Kofi Kingston's just a human highlight reel now. He's a human spot monkey. That's about the entire reason WWE's keeping him anyway, because obviously they have no sort of dedication to or effort to bring him up as a top mid-carder or even a low main eventer. Of course, WWE doesn't care about that. He had his chance in 2009, and Randy Orton ruined that for him. As for Alberto Del Rio, I don't know where they're going with him now. Having him have those strong matches with Sheamus for the U.S. title, I think that actually hurt him a little bit more, having him face Kofi Kingston, but maybe WWE's in the process of rebuilding him. We'll see where this goes. I hope Del Rio actually goes up, and I hope this actually gets Del Rio some more airtime. I hope this actually gets him over a little bit more, because we all know that he does lack in mic skills. He is portrayed as boring in the ring and on the mic, and we'll see how he develops over time. Hopefully they don't turn him face again, because that was awful. But I'm sure this was just a jobber match. If it wasn't to try and make Kofi look like an actual threat to Del Rio. But let's move on. Alicia Fox and Eva Marie with Nikki Bella as the special guest referee. That alone, this match alone, is ruining Divas. Is ruining the Divas division, if there is one anymore anyway. With Nikki Bella as special referee, ends in a no contest when they both attack Nikki. Of course, you guys knew this was coming. They're punishing Nikki for Brie quitting at Payback. I think I'm understanding the scenario that WWE is putting down here. I think WWE is going to go through with the Brie Bella versus Stephanie McMahon match at SummerSlam, but some way or another, this is all going to dwell into a Nikki Bella heel turn. The Bellas are finally going to be against each other, which I think could be pretty good. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think that could actually bring up the Divas in general, make Nikki a top heel, maybe put her up against AJ Lee for the Divas title later this year. I think that'd look pretty cool. And then Brie could keep hers up with, maybe Brie could go feud with Paige or something. But I think this is all going to dwell into breaking the Bellas up as Brie being the face, Nikki being the heel. Since Nikki's been frustrated with getting punished, week in and week out, with Stephanie McMahon having, fight 6-on-1 Diva tag matches and 2-on-1s, and now she's getting beat up as a referee. I think this is all just going to come back, and it's going to make Nikki turn on Brie. The Bellas are going to break up. and then we finally see Nikki versus Brie, maybe at Night of Champions or something like that. I think that could work pretty well, but we'll see. Jericho comes out, cuts a promo on the Wyatt family like they have been for the last 2-3 weeks since his return. Jericho versus Luke Harper is next. This was said to be a great back and forth match. I expect it because Luke Harper is growing. Well, he's not growing. He's been amazing in the ring, even before his WWE days, even as the big rig Brody Lee. So Harper nails a big power bomb at one point, but Jericho kicked out. I think that's going to be his big move, is the power bomb. And when people kick out, kind of like Ziggler with the Fameasser, when people kick out of the Fameasser, people are like, "Oh, the match is over," and then they kick out, and it's like, it's the turning point, of a great match, and I think that's pretty cool. Jericho puts Harper in the walls of Jericho, but Eric Rowan interfered, and then Bray Wyatt interfered. The Usos ran out to make the save. I expected it because of the whole Luke Harper thing, and we all knew if you're fighting one of the Wyatt family, in all actuality, you're fighting all three of them. Eric Rowan ended up coming out. Right then and there, you should expect the Usos to come out. You don't even have to see Bray Wyatt come out. You know the Usos are going to come out. You know the Usos are going to come and save the day. Hopefully, this means the Wyatts win the tag titles on Sunday. I'm tired of seeing the Usos. I was never on the Usos bandwagon, nor do I even want to associate myself with them, because I didn't like the way that they were built up. I don't like them as faces pretty much, because they're just so stale. They're so bland. They're just every other tag team. Only thing that's exceeding about them, other than an actual team like the Ryback Souls and all of them, is just because they're forced high flyers. That's the only thing that gets them over with the crowd, is they jump over the ring ropes. That's it. Sure, they've had good matches with the Wyatt family and everything, but that's on Raw, and it's starting the show at Money in the Bank, and no one's going to remember the starting match at Money in the Bank unless it really did deliver. And it obviously didn't, because people, when you ask about Money in the Bank this year, you think of Seth Rollins winning and John Cena winning. That's kind of all you think about. That's that. But we all knew the Usos were going to come and make the save here, and let's see what else is up next. Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter come out to a nice reception for an in-ring segment. They're interrupted by Lana and Rusev for another anti-American promo. The one on Monday was pretty good, I got to admit. I think Zeb saved it with because Lana just yelling at the crowd. All that's doing is getting heat on Rusev, and I'm loving it, because I've been saying that was the major problem with the Rusev character, was the fact that he wasn't getting over as a heel, and Lana may or may not be helping that cause. Of course, she's looking good out there and everything, and that's probably another big reason why people hate Rusev, is because he's got her. But, I think this thing with Swagger and Rusev is definitely going to get Rusev over as a major heel, because Swagger's represented the American character for quite a long time. Of course, he's been a heel for the longest time. So I have a feeling, though, that turning Swagger, I don't think this is going to hurt him as much as I think it's going to, but I do think that Rusev versus Swagger at Battleground, which it looks like they're going to end up doing, is going to hurt Swagger as a face. It's going to, just because he's looked so strong over the last few weeks. He looked strong on Monday, making Rusev actually look, weak, because Rusev's looked so dominant over the last few weeks, or last few months in that matter. So, putting Swagger and Rusev together, it could hurt Swagger if WWE doesn't do it right. And I personally don't know if WWE is doing it right, so that's what's hard to say about this. Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus versus Fandango and The Miz is up next. Ziggler and Sheamus get the win after a solid tag team match. I don't know if they're trying to solidify Fandango as a mid-carder, but he's looked farther than that. I think The Miz is the favorite going into the IC title battle royal. Maybe they're going to have some stupid spot with having Sheamus and The Miz get eliminated both of them are going to eliminate each other or something. I hope not. I just hope this brings Miz back up, because I like this character in The Miz, but I feel that this resembles a little too much of the 03 Rock, like I said a few days ago on my Rock recap. And it kind of resembles a little too much of Tyler Breeze, and I think The Miz may have just ruined any chance of Tyler Breeze making the main roster because of kind of the whole protect the moneymaker thing, but that's that. AJ and Paige defeat Layla and Summer Rae when AJ makes Summer tap. Cool. So they are having some... I don't like the build-up going into this Divas title match. They're frenemies, or they're friends, but they're enemies. Just have Paige turn on the damn chick. Come on, what's the point? What's the point in dragging this out? You know, have Paige be a heel, have Paige be the anti-diva, and then AJ versus Paige, they're going to deliver at Battleground, but is it worth it to have it at Battleground and not at SummerSlam? Maybe the Divas match at SummerSlam is going to be Brie and Stephanie, and that's why they're having this, but I think for some reason or another, they're going to have a rematch at SummerSlam. AJ's going to win on Sunday, but that's that. Of course, I don't know why they're having Layla and Summer Rae do this. I mean, they look good on Monday, but that's because they were dancing and stuff, of course. So, Layla's the one that kind of excels the team in wrestling, because Summer can't wrestle she can't wrestle, period. She can't talk. She can barely talk, but Dean Ambrose versus Kane is the main event. It ends with Seth Rollins. Let me move my mouse here so you guys can see that. When Seth Rollins attacks Dean Ambrose, Kane brings in steel steps and chokeslams Ambrose. Rollins hits a stomp on top of the steps, so he hits a curb stomp on the steps. So it kind of resembles the cardboard box thing on Monday. This apparently where SmackDown ended. Good. Make the Authority look strong. Good. Roman Reigns went out for the save, but we're not sure if that was part of the Dark main event or not. I don't know what WWE's fascination is with... I'm going to minimize this real quick. I don't know what WWE's fascination is with building Roman Reigns up to be this ungodly face where he can get his ass whooped, come back for 20 seconds, hit the spear, and look dominant, ending the show. I personally don't know why they're doing this, especially if it's all going to culminate in a match with Triple H at Night of Champions. No, not even at SummerSlam, at Night of Champions. What's the point, But, anyway, that's what I think. That's your SmackDown for this week. Let me know what you guys think about everything down in the comment section below. Like I said, leave a like, add this video to your favorites, and also, if you are interested to join a panel of pro wrestling enthusiasts, please, I got my Twitter down there at the PTE Show. Please make sure you follow me, and please make sure that you DM me or something. Because I'm excited for a future project that I want to start very soon, and I want to see who is on board to, make this a possibility or make this a reality. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out. Perry the Entertainer, signing out. Peace.